enjoyed the little quick compilation, little snippets from vlogs and different videos throughout 2017. Thank you for checking out this video. This is a wrap-up of 2017 and looking ahead to 2018. I did this last year, just recapping some goals that I had, as well as putting some goals that I do have for the next year. So without further ado, we're going to check out the goals that I made for 2017 and see where I went with those. For 2017, I had just a handful of goals. I was trying to stay more focused to make sure I hit the goals, and we'll see how I did. So the first goal I had was to run 2,017 miles. This has been a goal I've had the last few years, to run the amount of miles as the year. I fell very short for the 2017. I actually finished with 1,362 miles. So I am still proud of the amount of miles I was able to put in. But it still was very, it was short of the goal, and it's really a failure in there. I thought I had a good plan going into the year, but because of all the races I had in the spring, which I'll talk about in a little bit, it really made me burn out in the summer, and I really wasn't training enough, doing some cross training and stuff like that to keep my body healthy. So I got kind of burnt out in the summer and then played a lot of catch up in the fall, and then things got busy with travel and vacation and work, really, so that kind of put me behind there. The second goal was to run 8 races, a marathon or longer. I got close to this goal. I actually completed 7 races. I had 8 scheduled, but the Mississippi Blues Marathon, as I talked about in I believe my Nashville vlog, that got canceled the day of the race, so that kind of messed up the scheduling. I didn't really have any more room to fit in another race, but the races I did complete, I have a list here so I don't forget. I did Myrtle Beach, St. Louis, Nashville, the Possum 50K, Grandma's Marathon in Minnesota. I actually was lucky enough to get into the Berlin Marathon, which there is a video. I'll put the little link up here and in the description as well. And then also finished the year with the New York City Marathon. It was a great year, even though I only did 7 races instead of the 8 that I was hoping for. Like I said, Mississippi had been canceled early in the year, so that caused a little bit of schedule trying to figure out another race to do at the end of the year. And then Bella, our puppy, she tore ACL, so that basically cost us a vacation, so I wasn't able to go on yet another trip to run another race. So yeah, we ended the year with 7. I'm still very proud that I got 7 races in. Of those 7, 5 of them were new states, so that was really I was really grateful for that. The next 2 goals were regarding getting a PR in both the Possum 50K and the marathon. For the marathon, I did not hit a PR. My fastest race this year was at Myrtle Beach, where I ran a 4:19:20. Again, I have the vlog, all the vlogs, I'll have the links below. But the Possum 50K PR, I actually did get that. So I ran a great race. I had a good plan going into it, and I actually PR'd it by 32 minutes. The course ran a little long this year, so it would have been very, very close to a sub 6 hour. It was not the case, but I still PR'd by 32 minutes, which was I'm super ecstatic about. So yeah, so of the goals, I didn't hit the miles, I didn't hit the races, hit the PR for the 50K, but I did not hit it for the marathon. So 1 out of 4 completely hit. I'm gonna count the 8 races because that was kind of out of my control, but it is what it is, and that's what happened. A couple other things that took place in 2017. I had my 30 for 30 birthday run. That was a great experience. Ran 31 miles on my 30th birthday with a bunch of friends. It was a great time. And then the YouTube channel, I got a little more vlogs out. I didn't deliver on some of the footage that I really wanted to do, which I'll talk about later with the 2018 plans. But I did make 2 short documentaries titled 1 Week, and those both got lots of praise. A lot of people really liked them, liked hearing the stories, both Jamie's story and Andrea's story. And Jamie's story was actually selected for the Burning River Film Festival, so that was really cool. I got to go there as a VIP member and introduce my film and talk about my film, and it was just really a great experience seeing something I created just on a big screen. So I was really pleased with that. But overall, 2017 was a great year for me. I mean, the filmmaking was getting better, running's getting stronger. I have a lot of things planned for 2018, and that's where we're going now. All right, the 2018 goals. as followed. Again, 2018 total miles this year. That is going to be something I'm going to try every single year until I get it. I think this year I have a great chance. I have a great plan for actually a training plan for running, and I've actually joined a gym as well to try to do more cross training and more strength training to make my legs stronger so we can actually push through the entire year. Similar to the 8 races I wanted to do in 2017, I actually want to complete 8 new states this year. So marathon or longer again, but I want 8 more states on the map. We have a very busy schedule planned for the races. I haven't registered for all of them. When I do, I will share it with everyone, but we have a very busy schedule planned for running this year. It's going to be quite aggressive, but I think with my training plan that I have and the strength and conditioning that I plan on doing with it as well, I think I'm going to set myself up for success to complete 8 new states this year. And the one thing I'd like to do too, even though I'm getting a lot of races in, I would like to PR the marathon. I got that 3:59:30 in Atlanta in 2016. I would like to beat that. I'd like to be down under 3:50. We'll see how well the training goes in the races that I can sign up for. I do have a lot of close races, so it may be later in the year that happens. But we shall see. So really just those 3 goals that I'm really focusing on now. I'm trying to, again, change the mentality of having all of these different resolutions and really just focusing my time and attention on just a few things that's really going to make the entire year just feel better. Instead of trying to get 20 things done off of a bucket list, really just honing in and focusing. And that's really something I'm doing in running as well as my personal life, is changing these resolutions that I have and really going into this one word mentality. And my word for this year is focus. Focusing on my training, focusing on my strength and conditioning, really just focusing on this channel, trying to make it the best it can possibly be and really inspire and motivate others. I think last year I focused too much on trying to get views and people to subscribe and really trying to just worry about the numbers instead of worrying about the audience I do have, and I apologize for that. I'm taking a different approach this year. It's not about the views, it's not about the subscribers, even though I do like the subscribers because people know, it makes me know that people are enjoying what I'm doing, but it's more about you getting value from the content that I'm making. So liking the video, leaving comments, and having that dialogue with me. I'm on all the social medias at JFLO714. So at JFLO714, you can find me on Instagram and Twitter. Definitely reach out to me. I'd love to hear from you. Love to answer any questions you may have about my life, how I run my training, filmmaking, really anything that I discuss here on the channel. So in regards to the YouTube channel, I am rebranding it a little bit. You saw from the intro video, Run with Purpose. That's really going to be the tagline of really everything I do. There's a purpose of why I do this, and there should be a purpose for you as well if you're running, whether it's to get healthy or to get fit, or really just to bear some demons that you have, just to get out and just have that solitude, or not even by yourself running with a group and meeting new people, just really getting yourself out there. There's a purpose for it all. And that's really what I want to get across, is doing something with the intentionality. Don't just do it to go through the motions. That's why I don't want to make films just to go through the motions and where I'm over promising things and I'm not delivering. So it's really about keeping focused and keeping that consistency as well. I want to do better reaching out on social media. I've been very, very active on Instagram lately, checking out my Instagram story. So definitely follow me there. My Instagram story has a lot of behind the scenes stuff, what's happening here in the studio or what's happening on the road as well. So with that, I'll have Instagram, we'll have a little more behind the scenes and live stuff. The YouTube channel, we're going to do weekly catch-ups, basically go over my training plan, give some motivation each and every week, just to keep you motivated throughout the year as well. And then we'll also be doing race videos as I carry my GoPro. And then I'll also do some training and some tips kinds of things. I do have a Vimeo channel as well. That's where the large films are going to end up sitting initially. I thought that format would be better. It's better for sharing and that sort of thing, in my opinion. So most of my larger films will end up on Vimeo. They'll eventually end up on the YouTube channel as well, but make sure you follow JF Films on Vimeo to make sure you get the latest for that as well. One other thing that I'm working on this year is working with Patreon. If you're familiar with Patreon, it's basically supporting creatives like myself, and what I'm using Patreon for is to basically remove all of the ads on YouTube. You may have seen on previous videos of mine, that I've had ads, whether it's starting ads or banner ads. Just all transparency here, as you also know. Those banner ads basically pay me. So every time you see an ad or click an ad, I make a fraction of a penny. Those pennies add up. But what I'm doing is I'm eliminating all of the ads from all the videos, so even past videos there will not be ads on now. I'm asking people that like what I'm creating to put on my channel to just support me. The lowest level I have is $1 a month, and it goes all the way up to, I believe, $10 a month is the highest, and they have different things they allow. But really, if you like what I'm doing, if you like the GoPro race videos or the vlogs or the weekly catch-ups that we'll be doing, or even the films that I'm creating, I would love if you would just join me on Patreon and support me to continue making those films. I have a lot of video projects in mind, and these funds would actually help make it a little easier to convince my wife that I should keep doing this. It'll make it easier for me to be able to tell those stories and capture those moments, and that's really what I love doing, is really sharing with the world really what's in my head. I mean, I think there's a lot of aspects to running that aren't told, and I want to help tell those stories, but at the same time I also want to help people just starting running to be motivated and to understand that it just starts with a step. It's when people ask me, how do you run a marathon, I say one step at a time. It's the same whether you run a mile or if you run a 100-mile. You don't start until you take that first step, and then you take another step. It's one step at a time is how we do it. Yeah, thank you for hanging out for this video. It's a little longer than I was originally anticipating, but we recapped the goals for 2017 and went forward to what's happening in 2018. Thank you so very much for checking out this video and supporting the channel. If you like what you see, please consider subscribing. You can leave a like, a little thumbs up down below, as well as leave a comment. If there's something you want to discuss in a later weekly video, feel free to leave a comment. Reach out to me on all of the socials at jflow714. Thank you very much. We'll see you guys next time. Well, that was fun. That's what happens when you don't pay attention to the time.